Even though that I heard nothing amazing about Ricta wheels, I'm a sucker for new things and I'm still on the hunt for my perfect skate wheel. And when I saw these on special, I just really couldn't say no. Though I do feel like that I'm sort of coming to the end of this endeavor, almost getting there to try and find what I find my perfect skate wheel for myself and the way I skate. But today we're going over my review and sort of wear test of the Ricta wheels that I've been skating for like the last couple of months now. Welcome back to the channel. I hope you're going well, and let's dive straight into the review of these Ricta wheels. I've been skating the 52mm 101A Ricta wheel Natural Slims. Bit of a mouthful, but let's look at some more of the details. As I mentioned, I've been skating the Ricta Natural Slims in 55mm with a hardness of 101A. One of the main reasons I got these wheels was for the shape. One, they look amazing because I'm a sucker for things that like, I really personally just like a squarer wheel just for the looks. But maybe I've got to try more of a classic shape. It might actually work better for my skateboarding, but we'll actually got to find that out. The other reasons for picking up these wheels is that they are a slimmer wheel and a squarer cut, which is great for ledges and especially the way I do a lot of my skating. They have a contact patch of 18mm, which is nice, and an overall width of 30mm. I would compare these to like a Spitfire tablet, for which they have a size of a 20mm contact patch and 29mm width, which personally for me and then the way I like to skate, I like a squarer wheel. I like the look down factor. There's a couple other factors we'll touch on in a minute as well. So shape-wise, they really tick a lot of boxes for me. Maybe not so much if you're trying to revert your tricks a lot and stuff like that, because that's due to the wider contact patch. But you feel more comfortable on your board and stuff. You feel more grounded, especially in transition, and locking in the ledges as well is also a positive on this wheel shape in my opinion. Being a 101A, you think you'd be in for like a slippery ride and a harder ride on rough surfaces. But for me personally, it was sort of like a bit of the opposite. I found it like on medium hardness of like medium roughness of ground, it ran more like a 99A. It kept a lot of speed. It kept more speed than like my bones that I had been riding previously. So you're going up, they were faster over rougher ground than the bones that I was riding. And slidability wise, like they almost slide more like a 99A, especially like in the skate parks that I skate. For reverting in the skate parks and stuff like that, I really felt like I had to really give it that extra oomph. And something odd as well that like, I don't know if that's ever happened to anyone else, or it's never happened to me, or I never really noticed it with any other skate wheels that I've skated, that it like draws, it leaves a lot of marks quite easily too. I could just do a little squishy revert like slowly and like leave a line. Like yes, a lot of wheels do leave lines and stuff like that, but for me personally, I've never really had that with any of my skate wheels, and this happened really easily. Which is not really a negative or anything like that. It was just more like an observation. But the slide is there. The revert for me is not really a 101A. It's more of a 99A like sort of characteristic. So it's been so far so good durability wise. I haven't had any chips or anything like that. No chunks taken out of hitting like any sharp ledges on like either doing curbs, ledges and all that type of stuff and stuff like that in general. The coning on the wheel hasn't really happened at all. It has happened a little bit, as all wheels do cone, but these wheels for me personally have coned the least out of any wheels that I've skated. So that's really positive there, especially like I'm too lazy to like rotate my wheels, so I just like chuck them on and leave them. They're wearing evenly at the moment. And for like as recording from this, or from when I'm recording this, the actual size of the wheel has only shrunk a mil, which is really good. So it was 52mm, now they're 51mm. So the hardness is like staying there. They're not shrinking, like not getting eaten up, because I do ride a mix of like some rougher streeted grounds and like car parks and stuff like that, along with like smooth skate parks. Because not all of our skate parks here in Melbourne are buttery smooth, which I would like them to be, but we do have a lot of older skate parks and stuff like that, which are crusty, and especially around Knox, there's like that really thick, if anyone from Knox watches this or skated Knox, you got that really thick orange stuff around the skate park. And a lot of people complain about Knox anyway, that it's not the smoothest skate park, which it isn't, but it's better than a lot of other ones out there in Melbourne as well. I have not really had any major complaints about the wheel. They can drag a little bit more on ledges, being more of a square shape. And now that I think about it, maybe they actually do drag quite a bit more on nose slides and stuff like that, because they do act more like a 99A than a 101A. So they can be a little bit sticky at times, but for ledges and stuff like that, just add a little bit more wax and it'll be happier days, or I guess you can go faster. But the lock-in is nice, durability is pretty good. But like I said, they do act like a bit more like a 99A, which is pretty good for like some of the rougher skates parks out there. But I was hoping more of a slide for like expecting what I want to get out of a 101. But you take your good with your bad. After hearing so many bad things about these Ricta wheels or Ricta wheels in general, I can't say that they're that bad. They're definitely not the worst wheel I've skated. I've skated a lot worse wheels in my opinion. So bang for buck, they are pretty, maybe not right there, because like bones are like cheaper. Like Ricta's are not $75 AUD, Bones is 74, which yeah, it's only $1, but Bones is probably more of a superior product in my opinion. You got Spitfire, which is 79, which I'm kind of leaning towards Spitfire is better than both of them, but it is all about what ground you're riding and how you ride as well. Durability wise, they're all thereabouts, but then you also got some of the other wheels that are out there, but I'm not too sure about those ones. Like I mentioned, I've ridden some other ones and they've been a lot worse than these three. So far of some of the other wheels that I've been skating, or I've skated, I think I've skated about 6 different brands. These are probably the top 3 brands. Though, one of the positives about Ricta is that I always seem to see them on specials. So if you can get them that 30 to 40, between 30 and 40% off, happy days really. You should pick those wheels up like all the time, because if you're paying 40, I think I only paid about $35, $40 for these wheels, which is really good value. Like, I'm going to keep skating these for a little bit longer, see how they keep going, because there is plenty more life in them. Like I said, they're only down to 51 mil, which is really good for like a month probably going on 2 months of skating. Like, I haven't really worn them down. Though, like, wearing them down, I don't know how long I've skated them for, but my favorite wheel so far has probably been the Formula 4 tablet. And if you want to see my little review on that, I'll leave that up here, or I'll also leave the link in the description. But that wheel, I've gone from 52 mil to 46 millimeters on that. That's like, they're small. They're getting small now, but they've been a really good wheel, and they are really square on the inside. They're almost like lock-ins. So I'd love to hear if you've skated Ricta wheels before and your thoughts, so make sure to leave them down in the comments below. And while you're there, make sure to tap on that like button as well. It's greatly appreciated. As mentioned, I'll keep riding these for a little bit longer. There's a lot of hype on those new Dragon wheels. We haven't got them here in Australia yet. The most curious thing I'm about for it is the durability of it. Like, for me personally, I don't really skate that rougher ground on the streets that often. So I think it would be like Ben DeGros said, if you're already skating like a smoothish skate park, there's no real point in it. But if you are more of like a street skater, or in the country a bit more where you don't have the nice concrete, those wheels are meant to be really good for you. But until the next video, hope you stay safe, keep killing it, and I'll catch you guys in another video soon. Peace.